Now, Indiana Michigan Power is investing $20 million into Eastern Fort Wayne's electrical transmission network. They started that project in 2020, and the last 2 years have not exactly been smooth sailing for everyone involved. Fox 55's Brianna Bias is live in the studio with us to tell us how that construction has impacted neighbors.
Yeah, Drew, I&M has already started construction on 12 miles of new power transmission lines. And it's high time the old ones were replaced because they've been there since the 1920s. But even though it is a necessary project, some of the neighbors haven't appreciated the way the company has gone about getting it done. And they voiced those concerns at tonight's open house. Eastern Fort Wayne is getting shiny new power lines in 2023.
This is what is called a bold transmission pole. It stands for Breakthrough Overhead Line Design, and it's different than most power poles that you usually see.
Tracy Warner with I&M says the new poles will take up less space and will transmit power more efficiently. The project has been in the works since 2020.
Some of these poles, believe it or not, date to the 1920s. 95 years old or so. And so these will be better.
And neighboring resident Ed Cormany agrees that it's about time the old ones were replaced. He just wishes the company was more communicative with homeowners like himself.
We were told one thing and then all of a sudden something else happens, and the communication's been really, really poor. It's lasted forever.
He has a utility pole on his property, and crews have had to cut down 14 of his trees to put in the new line.
We asked for clarification on some of their contracts that they were trying to have us sign, and we weren't willing to sign it because the way it was written up was very evasive and also very restrictive on our part as a landowner.
Warner says inconveniences are inevitable during projects as complex as this, but he believes it will all be worth it when the project is finished in spring of 2023. And because the project is going to cost $20 million, he says it will raise residents' bill, but only by a few cents. But Cormany isn't concerned about the cost. He just looks forward to the day when the cranes roll off his property and the company replants his grass. Live in the studio, I'm Brianna Bias, Fox 55 News.